using it to start looking at throwing it a little bit closer to the feet rather than to destroyed structures, if to say. But RNG, he's not listening to anything that I've got to say. He's using the grenade launcher to try and shut down Slate Boy. Again, building wide so there's more of a structure to try and push the angle, and RNG plays it absolutely perfectly. Put up as many walls, because what happens then is when people are taking shots at you, you can see exactly where they're coming from because it's hitting the building, it's hitting the structure and starting to create that kind of gap. RNG at the moment being caught out by, again, the peep artist who's playing up on top of the balcony to try and take down the only member who's in this vicinity. But look at how quickly the build is from RNG. Look at how powerful this is. The play might be there, pushing now aggressive. It's Peep that has to try and build upward and away from RNG, who just finds the angle again. RNG putting on a show right now, and I actually want to call RNG out right this second because the ability to build that quickly and effectively, I think this is one of the players to look out for.
Not only that, that was just no fear showing there. Really understood that, hey, I'm not going to be able to get a chance to actually heal up against this. The pressure will be on against me at all points to build up, around, and go for those shots. Another thing that I really liked from RNG was the way that she actually decided to use the Bastion. She actually dropped down, took a shot, and then immediately used the Bastion afterwards to completely change the angle of the shot and throw off her opponent. That's something that I haven't actually seen throughout the competition, and it's something that I would say is probably a bit higher level.
Peep the artist coming through again, and now it's RNG versus Ali Hyper. I feel like this was the battle that we saw last time. The grenades are being thrown out. The Kobe's are trying to support what is an aggressive play coming through from RNG with the level 2 structures now just dismantling it. Ali's not allowing them to push aggressive, but only a fair few materials left, and that might just be the end of Ali if RNG can hold down the fire. See how quickly the structures are being taken apart, but Ali does get away in the end, and now RNG, is it better for them to just start to kind of isolate each other and move away from the fight?
That is definitely a bit of deja vu. This is what we saw last time, but RNG is relentless going forward. They does try to get the springboard, but it's going to be taken and gunned down by RNG, who's continuing to hold this high ground. Goes for the reload there, changes to the minigun, and will finally find Ali Hyper. So the reward is there for RNG.
A disappointing performance for the last 2 rounds. There we go, counted out as well, who was second in the first map. All of the front runners have pretty much fallen to their knees, apart from Idiotic Loser, who is using those bowling. Oh, that's a lot of damage. No, it's not actually. RNG somehow still doing okay. Doesn't realize that there's one behind. Pump God now trying to take advantage of the fact that all the attention is diverted towards the front runner, which was Idiotic Loser. It's going to be the RPG to force him out into the position. Swaps back out again. Cryptic Plague in the meantime finding a kill. RNG is just forcing, unrelenting, all the way through towards the structure, and Idiotic Loser building back up to find some sort of support. Oh, just being able to do it, and RNG shuts down Idiotic Loser, and that might be the start of the end. You could see Toxic, the previous structure, might have the grenades to do this, and this could be devastating for RNG if this comes off.
Yeah, he's throwing them out at the moment. The structure underneath him has been cut short, and now he seems to be making his move around. RNG still keeps his composure, is still in a decent position with most of his HP and defenses in place. He's now finding shots onto Pump Guard from below. Pump is trying to find out what RNG or where RNG may have gone off to. RNG is quite comfortable to remain from below. He's now pulled out the RPG and is starting to get rid of this high ground that Pump God has built up for himself. Right now, just beginning to find a safe space to probably build up himself. Pump God continuing to find, there we go, RNG finally starting to build up himself, has fallen down. RNG's chasing up to it, but in the end, Pump God finds a fantastic shot from his shotgun, and it is going to be him that manages to take out RNG. Wow, it is
quite upset, if I'm going to be completely honest. RNG had both a Coke propeller and a springboard. Just live to fight another day, my friend. You don't need to force the issue there. I believe RNG hasn't really been able to accumulate that many points apart from the kills that she's been able to get, so I don't even think RNG is going to go through.
And again, RNG's been hearing our praises in all the matches here, and it's a bit unfortunate that even though he's been able to get the kills, or she's been able to get the kills, isn't really racking up the points necessary to keep on getting on through. And it is, it is just a bit sad, and it all comes from the over-aggression, the overconfidence, of continuing to look for fights when, like you said, it's just not really necessary at the moment. Mayfair missed now.